I personally think yes, they are a fucking pedophile. Like, dude, you have to count in 4 fucking children, bro. 4 underage niggas. Like, bro, that they like, bro, 4 kids. Think about the fucking kids,
Define
bro.
pedophile for me.
I don't know, someone who
You
likes
don't even know what
kids.
a
That's what
pedophile is, dude. You don't even know what the word means.
Hear me out. No, hear me
This
out.
is not a
Hear
debate
me
you
out,
want to
okay?
take me on if you don't know what the word means. I'm
No,
trust me,
listen,
dude. This is
hear
gonna
me
go
out.
bad for
Hear
you.
me out. Vexx is using the same playbook as a lucid. Don't you see that?
You mean being like a predator? Yeah, sure. Like,
No, an actual literal pedophile.
what does the word pedophile mean?
You know, I know.
What now?
I feel
You
like
know, I know.
No, tell
What a
me.
pedophile
Tell me.
means.
Tell me.
You know,
Tell me.
you know,
Define it
no,
right
no,
now.
stop
Define
stuff.
it.
You know
Define it
deep
for me.
down yourself.
Define it
You
for
know
me.
deep down
Define it for
yourself,
me, my dude.
Vexx is a fucking pedophile.
Bro,
You
bro,
know that
if
deep
you
down.
don't know what the word means, just say you don't know what the word means.
I don't want to tell you because I think
You don't want
everyone
to tell me
knows.
because you don't know.
I know what
You
it
don't
means.
know.
I'm
You have
just
no idea what you're
just
talking
saying
about.
it.
You
Listen,
can't answer a simple question. I'm asking you the simple question of the
that.
definition of the word. You can't answer me because you have no idea.
Nigga, I literally know what the fuck it means.
No, you don't because you can't answer the
I
question.
know.
Answer the
It's a
question
fucking
then.
mental illness.
Okay,
I know it's a
what
mental
defines the mental illness?
You like kids, you get attracted to kids.
Okay, so like what is a kid then?
Someone who's, I would say, like underage.
So like under the age of 18?
Yeah.
So an 18-year-old being
16.
attracted to a 17-year-old would literally be pedophilia then by that definition. Like I'm telling you, you have no idea what this word means because your own definition doesn't make any sense. You can't give me the definition because you don't know it. Alright, let's see what Eski has to say on the document. Hold up. What's up, dude? Please don't scream the N-word.
What's up? Could you call Calvin in here as well? Because he was the main guy that wanted to like debate this shit. I had a
Who's
few
Calvin?
friends-
Who's Calvin here?
Web.
Alright, what's up, Calvin?
Yeah,
You're on air.
so I don't know. He said he wanted to say something and he wanted me to come. So
No, get out of here, poser. Get out.
man.
Get out, dude.
Fair
Oh
enough.
shit. Oh yeah,
All right.
Bunk. Yeah. So about the Vex shit. Yeah. Do you think that they're a pedophile or nah?
Do I think they're a pedophile? No, not by definition.
I personally think yes, they are a fucking pedophile. Like, dude, you have to count in 4 fucking children, bro. 4 underage niggas. Like, bro, that they like, bro, 4 kids. Think about the fucking kids,
Define
bro.
pedophile for me.
I don't know, someone who
You
likes.
don't even know what a
kids, that's what I-
pedophile is, dude. You don't even know what the word means.
Hear me out. No, hear me
This
out.
is not a
Hear me
debate you
out,
want to
okay?
take me on if you don't know what the word means. I'm
No,
trust me,
listen,
dude. This is
hear
gonna
me
go
out.
bad for
Hear
you.
me out. Oh my god, Bunk, listen, hear me out, okay? Hear me out.
Fine.
This nigga was talking to minors in that fucking weird way.
It-
I think you
Can I
could
make
agree
a-
that.
Calvin, can I make a point real quick? Do you mind?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna turn you up,
The
Eski.
definition, a pedophile is a mental health issue. I think everyone knows that. It's something that happens
Yeah.
to someone, and it's a mental thing. It's not like one day someone wakes up and goes, "You know, what'd be funny? I'm gonna go rape a kid." You know what I mean? It's a mental.
for yourself.
It's a mental illness. Yeah. No, I feel like a lot of people say that it's bad to assume people pedophiles because you don't know them mentally. But that would be like saying, okay, then we can't call Bill Cosby a is that Bill Cosby the right person? You know what I mean? The guy that fucking pissed on the girl. That's like saying that we can't call him. I feel like there's a big difference to calling someone a pedophile and also assuming they have the mental health issue. What actually causes that? You know
Well,
what
the
I mean?
word. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna correct you right now. So the word pedophile, it means a very specific thing, right? It's a psychosexual disorder. Whenever you're saying somebody's a pedophile, you're kind of already presuming that they have these types of symptoms. But I'm fine with saying, maybe you don't like literally mean the exact definition of pedophile, right? That's fine. But I need a source from something that we have to reference it from, or you're just saying the word. You're just saying the word with no meaning. Like generally as a culture, we like to clump all these terms in together. Like for ephebophiles, hebophiles, and like pedophiles who all like target people under the age of a certain what would you call it of majority, under the age of majority.
Yeah.
I'm fine with clumping all of them together as pedophiles. That's fine. But they have to fit at least one of the diagnosis criteria of any of those, or else you're literally there's no definition for it. Then you're just throwing it around.
Yeah, I've always kind of looked at the word the same. You'd look at maybe psycho, for example. Maybe you'd see a guy who killed someone. They haven't been tested. They got charged. There was no insanity claim, but people would still say in context, "Yo, that guy's a psycho." You know what I mean? Like I kind of look at it in the same way as that. I feel like with the whole Vexx shit, I feel like we can't assume that she has the mental health issue, but
Get
we
out of
can
here,
put
Dom. I'll
evidence.
ban you.
All right, yeah.
We
Okay.
can
Stop
we can
adding.
put evidence aside and be like, okay, there was 4 different ones. Some of them weren't that bad. Some of them were like 16, 18. Yeah, but there was a 14-year-old. You know what I mean? That's what people I feel like forget a lot. Now, one of the symptoms of the mental health issue is being attracted to younger people. Now, Vexx knew the age, what means they were instead attracted to a younger person.
Being attracted
They
to
were
younger people
attracted-
isn't a definition, my dude. It's not a definition.
Yeah, but it's not the definition, but it's a symptom. You
Okay.
can't deny
It's a
that
symptom.
it's
The symptom is
Bunk,
specific. Do you even know
okay,
what the
okay.
what the
Mr.
symptoms
Hot
are?
Stuff,
Please
tell
stop
me
talking.
what's the correct okay, Mr. Hot Stuff, tell me what's the correct word to address Vexx as? A pedophile
predator.
or what?
A predator.
Okay, a predator. So hey, we should not let them close to our kids.
Okay.
Yes or no?
You should let them
So-
close to anybody. Like I don't see like you want to label it as pedophilia, but there's
I
no real
mean,
reason
okay,
though.
well,
Like your word, the word
predator-
pedophilia means nothing to you. Like you can't give me a definition. It means nothing.
Okay, so a predator as in what exactly?
A sexual predator.
And what does that predator fucking wait, shit, I keep forgetting the word. Like you're saying a sexual predator, right? For what? Young kids? Minors?
I'm saying a sexual predator for anybody, but like, yeah, someone could prey on children, not have a specific like chronophilia, right? It's like we could say like an 18-year-old can probably prey on like a 17-year-old. Maybe they like manipulate them. No, you're gonna let me finish. You're gonna let me finish. All right, I'll let you finish. Let's say like an 18-year-old preys on like a 17-year-old, right? They prey on them and they like manipulate them or whatever. They're not a pedophile. Like that's not like preying on children is not the definition of the word pedophile. We don't really use it that way. This isn't a solid definition. This is again your conjecture.
Well, you see, the thing is, Vexx, like from what I've seen in the screenshots, was like fucking. How can I explain it to you? Like from what I do remember, this bitch was talking in fucking third person, and like they were guilt tripping the fucking person they groomed into like, hey, not like, talking about this.
And this is relevant because
like why would they not want this out out the public?
because it's generally considered to be morally bad within the commentary community, especially like on Twitter. That's probably
it is
why.
morally fucking wrong, bro.
Yeah.
You don't see me talking to a fucking 15-year-old.
Yeah, we don't disagree on this. We don't disagree on this, my dude. We don't disagree on this. You're making a point against nobody. I don't know who you think you're talking to.
Yeah, I just think Vexx is a pedophile. That's it.
You can't even tell me what the word pedophile means, my dude.
Dude, I know it's someone who fucking preys on children and likes.
Again, but that would be like an 18-year-old who preys on a 17-year-old will be a pedophile. Like this
Listen,
isn't the
buddy, I
definition.
don't
You
think
can't
you
cite anything that says that. You cannot cite a single source. I can be confident in saying
I
that.
don't think you understand.
What don't
Vexx-
I understand? Please tell me.
Vexx is using the same playbook as a lucid. Don't you see that?
You mean being like a predator? Yeah, sure. Like,
No, an actual literal pedophile.
what does the word pedophile mean?
You know, I know.
What now?
I feel
You
like
know, I know.
No, tell
a
me.
pedophile
Tell me.
means.
Tell me.
You know.
Tell me.
You know deep-
Define it
No,
right
no,
now.
Mr. Hot
Define it.
Stuff, you know
Define it
deep
for me.
down yourself-
Define it for
you know
me.
deep down
Define it for
yourself,
me, my dude.
Vexx is a fucking pedophile.
Bro,
You
bro,
know that
if
deep
you
down.
don't know what the word means, just say you don't know what the word means.
I don't want to tell you because I think
You don't want to tell me because you don't know.
I know. What
You
it
don't
is.
know.
I'm
You have
just-
no idea what
I'm
you're
just
talking
saying it.
about. You
Listen,
can't answer a simple question. I'm asking you the simple
know
question of the
that.
definition of the word. You can't answer me because you have no idea.
Nigga, I literally know what the fuck it means.
No, you don't because you can't answer the
I
question.
know. I know.
Answer the
It's a
question
fucking
then.
Mental illness.
Okay,
I know it's a
what
mental
defines the mental
illness.
illness?
You like kids? You get attracted to kids?
Okay, so like, what is a kid then?
Someone who's, I would say, like underage.
So like under the age of 18?
Yeah.
So an 18-year-old being
16.
attracted to a 17-year-old would literally be pedophilia then by that definition. Like, I'm telling you, you have no idea what this word means. Because your own definition doesn't make any sense. You can't give me the definition because you don't know it.
No, man, I do.
Then why can't you give me like an actual solid definition that doesn't classify a 17-year-old with an 18-year-old as pedophilia?
Mental illness. It's literally
It's a mental illness.
fucking
So is
mental
schizophrenia.
illness.
They're not the same thing, though.
Like, you're fucking out here defending Vexx, my nigga.
I'm not defending Vexx. I'm asking you to define a word.
I literally fucking defined it to you. It's a
You
fucking
didn't.
mental
You. Okay.
illness.
So you'd have to stick by the assertion then that an 18-year-old and a 17-year-old is pedophilia. Are you willing to stick by that assertion?
That's literally a 1-year fucking age.
Okay.
gap,
Well, that
bro.
it still fits your definition. You can see how absurd it is
You
now.
you could still date them. You could still fucking date
Definition
them.
though. No,
You gave a definition. No, please shut up. You gave a definition which classified that as pedophilia. That's why I'm saying you don't know what it means because you can't give me a hard definition that you'll stick by.
Though. Our
my
definition though is that someone who preys on people 4 years younger than them is a pedophile. We're not saying that someone who preys on girls around their age are a pedophile. We're saying that if you prey on someone with that significant age difference, that is pedophilia. That's our argument. It's not that
Like, the thing is-
Okay. So 4 years.
Don't
4 years is
you
the age
know is
difference.
that one of
No,
the
please stop
people-
talking.
Calvin,
Let me ask you a
Calvin,
single
let him
question.
talk,
Let me ask you a single question.
Yeah,
All right. So
yeah.
4 years is the age difference you're defining this by, right?
Yeah, I feel like four is where
Now-
it enters pedophilia. 3 is
Now-
where it enters weird.
Now, I want you to find me a single source that defines it like that. Just one. You can have all day.
I'm not talking from a point of sources. I'm talking on my.
You're
my
not talking.
opinion. I'm talking.
So you can't back
I'm
this
talking
up. This is
my
just how you
opinion.
feel. This is how you feel.
That's-
Then we have
that's
no.
what I mean. But
We
that's
have no
kinda how
definition
y'all-
for the word pedophilia. Then
that's
it
what
means
you're-
nothing again. It means
I
nothing
don't
again, my dude.
understand this Bunk. Fucking Vexx knew that one of them is 14 years old, yet they still continued. Like, isn't that a fucking flag? Isn't that a flag?
That's probably a red flag for something that's immoral, but it doesn't have to be pedophilia because you can't define pedophilia for me. You can't define it. You can't define pedophilia.
You don't continue to talk sexually to a fucking person that is young.
I'm not
No,
saying that it's
you don't
morally
do
correct.
that.
I'm
You
not saying
don't
that it's
fucking
morally.
do that. You don't do that. That is fucking weird.
I'm not
That's
saying.
beyond weird. No.
I'm not saying that it's morally correct, my dude. I never said that it was morally correct. I never made any moral claim at all throughout this debate. You just assumed that. We can have problems with relation. Please shut up.
Bro, like,
Please
how-
shut up. Please shut up.
No.
Please
It's
stop
fucking
talking.
pedophilia.
Stop talking right now. I will mute you. Okay. So when it comes to like having problems with age gaps, it doesn't always have to be pedophilia. We can have problems with like power dynamics and relationships. We can have problems with like an employer-employee relationship. It doesn't have to be pedophilia. You're just defining any relationship like that you don't like as pedophilia. That's not a definition. Like I could no. No, you're gonna let me finish. You're gonna let me finish. All right, I could say that 3 years age gap is too much for me, and that's pedophilia. And you have no counter argument because it's just how you feel. It's just how you feel. This isn't based in anything.
Bro, she's 18 and the fucking victim is 14.
And you can't define pedophilia by any source. You're just bringing this up.
He's sexually fucking role playing with a fucking minor. He knows it. I mean, she knows it. She knows it damn fucking well, dude. 4 fucking times. 4 fucking times.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Define pedophilia for me.
It's a literal fucking mental illness. What else do you
I mean,
want me
yeah,
to
so is
fucking say to you?
schizophrenia. Are you telling me that schizophrenia and
But
pedophilia are not?
listen, there are people, there are pedophiles who don't act on their fucking interests. I think those people need help. But there are people who go over the line and fucking, touch a kid.
Okay, but
Bunk,
you
can I make,
you're giving me a whole lot of words, but you still can't answer the simple question, which is what is pedophilia and where are you defining it from? You can't answer this because you have no idea. You don't know what you're talking about. It's so obvious, my dude.
Define to
Bunk,
me, pedophilia is.
Calvin, listen. Okay, so can I bring up another case and just bring similarities out? This might be a long stretch. Like some of these don't collide, some are worse than other, but I'm just making a point from. It's more of a theoretic. I'm too stoned for this shit, but okay. So
Go
for
for it.
example, the Columbine shooting.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of them went in, did all this shit. No, just listen. They killed a bunch of people, then they killed themselves. They were never tested, they were never arrested, but you'd assume that they're a psychopath, right? Because of what they did, because of their actions, okay? Now, yeah, they were never tested. Yeah,
No,
all of that. You'd assume that
wouldn't.
they're a psychopath. You would.
Okay,
They went and
but
killed 20 children. You'd assume
No,
that is a
no, you
psychopath,
wouldn't.
right?
No, you wouldn't. That's an unprecedented assumption.
Anyway, can I move on to my next point? Can I move on to my next point?
No,
Vexx.
no. Fine.
Vexx
Go
goes
on.
in. Vexx goes in, talks sexually to 4 different people, all
Mhm.
under the age of 18. I don't know all the age differences, so some I might not have an issue with, but I'm talking from what I've seen, and that's the 14-year-old, okay?
Yeah.
I kind of put at the same level as the evidence of shooting up a school. They did the action, what most people with that.
Okay,
mental
that's
health issue
fine.
do.
That
pretty
is
sure
fine.
she-
But whenever, oh no,
No,
shut
no.
up. Please shut up. Please stop. You've added nothing to this conversation. Please stop talking. Whenever I'm asking you to define something, I'm not asking you for examples as to like what it would be, right? I'm asking you for the formula as to how you decide whether you would assume that they're a psychopath or not. No. Like, let me finish. So like, if I were to ask you, well, like, what is a good person, right? And you were to say like, okay, you know, I think like Bob's a good person. I think Bob's a good person. Like that doesn't define the word for me. It doesn't like tell me what a good person is to you. You have no idea. Like that's not how you define something. I'm asking you for the formula of which you use to figure out whether somebody is a good person or a pedophile.
And that's the thing. What I want to bring up real quick about pedophilia. I feel like everyone has a different formula because, like, let's say.
So the word means nothing.
Let me say something. Name one pedophile, okay, who has officially been tested, who we know is a pedophile.
I probably could find.
Name one person.
Are you telling me that
You
do you not think a
single?
No, do you not think a single person has ever been diagnosed with pedophilia ever?
I know people have been tested. I'm saying publicly though.
Public. What does it matter if it's publicly? What does it matter if it's publicly? Okay, you know what? I will concede this to you. You know what, dude? Please stop talking. Please stop talking. Please stop talking.
You don't let me finish. I'm trying to say my point, and you're cutting me off.
This is a terrible point. Okay, go for it.
Well, I'm trying to make the point. Okay, so if no one's ever publicly had this happen, no one's publicly been proven, how can we prove that anyone's a pedophile then? Because your logic is that it's got to be proven mentally. Then no one's a pedophile then, because that shit would never be public. So how do we know if that person's been proven?
So what we would do is kind of like your school shooter example. It's kind of like that, but we'd have a solid definition of what the word pedophile actually meant. For example, if you were to ask me, please stop talking. I let you finish. Let me finish. Whenever you were to ask me, what does the word pedophile mean? I could give you a hard definition, and then we could see if it meets that criteria. I could tell you where I sourced that definition from. I could tell you all of these things. You can give me none of that more than I feel this way. You don't have a definition. Your response to it. Okay, it's typically what was it? I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. It's typically an attraction that happens for 6 months or more. Typically diagnosed in people who are 16 years or older, and it's attraction to prepubescent children who are 5 or more ages from the person who has attraction to them. 5 or more years younger. I can give you a solid definition. I can tell you where I sourced that from. You can't tell me anything other than multiple different people have their own formulas. Like, sure, then the word means nothing, my dude. It means absolutely nothing then.
Can I source something to you then? Can I source my criteria in depth? Because I don't think I've really done that yet. I've just kind of, simplified over it. Okay, now, before I did any of this commentary shit, I did pedophile baiting for about 4 years. So I've spoken to probably 100 different men who have done this. So that's my source, okay? I don't have
That's not a source! That's not a source!
Let me finish. Okay, let me go.
Can literally testify for this shit.
Are you seeing that? I can't believe you actually said that. I literally cannot believe you actually said that to me.
Let me speak. My source is through the interaction of people, okay? And that's how some people do. Like, that's how I've condemned my source, okay?
Do you know what begging the question is?
Bunk, do you know
Can I say my criteria? Can I say my
Do
criteria
it, dude.
now?
Do it, dude. Actually do it, dude, and then source your definition.
How I put it is an age difference. That's how I look at it as. I look at it as an age difference. I look at it as an age difference maturity wise. I look at it as if, let's say, someone's 12, they've not even hit that. I'm not saying that the person was 12, by the way. I'm just saying my example. Let's say someone's 12 and someone's 16. I look at that as immoral because the 16-year-old is about to probably have his first sexual encounter at that age. The 12-year-old hasn't even had their first period yet. Now, let's say 14, for example. 14 and 18. The 18-year-old, they're legal to drink in some places now. They're legal to smoke. They're legal to buy alcohol in certain places now. They can go legally have sex. They probably have a job by now, or end of high school, about to get a job. The 14-year-old is in school, maybe watching Minecraft YouTubers. You know what I mean? That's how I've always sourced it off.
Okay. You know I'm gonna ask you the exact same question, right? The exact same, because you can't answer it. You have no idea where you get this definition from. It's how you feel. Okay. So, like, for example, I could say, well, I think 3 years is too much for me. 3 years is too much for me, and you would have no counter to that. Absolutely none, because it's just how you feel, and you've already admitted that everyone has their own definitions. So this word means nothing. It means nothing to you.
You also have to factor in that I'm pretty sure Vexx tried to solicit CP. Like,
Okay, yeah, you could also
I
say that for like
don't-
an 18-year-old and a 17-year-old. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, but that doesn't make somebody a
no,
pedophile.
that is still no. It's still child pornography.
Yeah, so is it. It also is child pornography whenever like
No,
two minors exchange.
that pretty
Please let me
much no.
talk.
That pretty much makes you a sex offender.
A sex offender isn't the same thing as a pedophile, my dude.
It still doesn't fucking
A
matter.
rapist is a sex offender. That doesn't mean they're a pedophile. Like, what are you even on about?
Wait. So according to you, we shouldn't call Vexx a pedophile. So what should we call them?
A
I
predator.
wouldn't call them a predator because they're way beyond that. They're fucking what's it called? A fucking sex offender.
So do you really need the word pedophile? Because you've given me no like meaning of the word pedophile. Why are you even using it?
That's literally a
If you don't know what the word
mental illness.
pedophile even means, please let me talk.
Listen, Smart,
Please let me talk.
explain to me what pedophilia is, okay?
Pedophilia is a
say I
psychosexual
don't
disorder that
know.
is typically You want me to tell you, or like because you just told me to tell
Let's
you?
say, okay, listen. Let's say I don't know. So enlighten me. Tell me.
Okay, pedophilia is a psychosexual disorder characterized under chronophilia, right? It's typically it's typically diagnosed in people who are 16 years or older with an attraction lasting 6 months or more, or a primary sexual attraction to somebody who is prepubescent in age, as well as 5 years younger than the person who is being diagnosed.
Well, let me tell you this. This may not be enough for you, but fucking Vexx was doing this ERPing shit for 4 to 5 years. I hope you know that.
This doesn't like meet your definite. You haven't even
What-
given me.
still-
I just want you.
no,
I don't want to
in this
remind you. No,
in
can I
this
remind
time
you?
period-
You haven't even
in this
given me a
time
definition
period,
yet.
They could have talked to a multiple minors. In this time period, they could have talked to multiple minors. Wouldn't that fucking make it weird? Way beyond weird. Fuck it. Way beyond weird.
It could be weird and not be pedophilia. Like these are not synonyms. Like you're not proving your point. You've still not given me a definition for this word.
Oh my.
You can't.
God.
Okay, no. Answer me this. Answer me this. If you cannot give me a definition for this word, if this word does not mean anything universally, as you were saying, then why use it? Why use it as a word?
Vex,
What
I
do
have
you
a
want
question.
us? Vexx.
Do you agree that most people who were preyed on at a young age and were groomed, all of this shit, are more likely to come out as pedophiles? And this comes to my point next. I just want to know your stand on the whole situation. Do you believe that shit can cause pedophilia?
Yeah, of course it can. Like I looked
Would
at the
you
data.
look at that as a symptom? Would you look at that as a symptom?
As a
before I even
symptom?
make this
No.
point? Yeah.
No, it
Because
wouldn't be a
how
symptom.
I've always looked at it is, yeah, I understand your point about the mental health shit, okay? I make that point a lot. On Twitter, I've made that point a lot. So I do stand by your point. Like that, it is a mental health issue, and that's what the word does mean. But I'm not just saying they're a pedophile because I think they're a pedophile. I believe they have the mental health issue. I believe that the age differences were creepy and that it comes off like they knew the age difference and they liked the age difference. The point that there is messages of them 14 talking to like 25-year-old men makes me think that maybe that influenced it. I don't know. I feel like that you're undermining the point that there is a bit of evidence. You're saying that there's no evidence to the point that
because you can't give me a definition of what the evidence will be classified as. You can't even do that.
We've already said the mental health issue or whatever it is. I'm not amazing with words. I didn't go to school, but you know what I'm talking about. The mental health issue, mental illness, whatever you want to classify it as, known as pedophilia. That's what I'm saying. I think that there is enough evidence for most people to assume or have the right to assume that she does have it, because I don't know.
You can't even tell me what that means.
I just have.
What does it mean? Tell me. Tell me. Hard definition right now. Give me the criteria.
Of pedophilia.
Yeah.
It is a mental health issue, okay? It is a mental health issue, but also, you know how many words have different definitions? I also believe that people have the right to use it as a way of saying that
that's fine.
A child predator.
That is fine, but find me a single dictionary which sources it as that. And if you can't, then you're literally speaking out of your ass. You have no source for these definitions at all.
Okay. Smartass, explain to us, enlighten us again. Please.
Enlighten you on what?
Pretty please, explain to us. You know? Because looking at the fucking document, all I can see is you guys were just trying to fucking pretty much get that fucking predator in a fucking, what's it called? In a clear light.
A clear light? Where did we say that they were in a clear light morally?
I even argued with you in the fucking DMs. You're saying, oh, there's a lower chance of Vexx being extradited. That still
there's no chance of her being extradited, in fact.
Well, there is.
Zero.
There is.
0.
There
Okay,
is.
okay.
Just-
Tell me. Do you know how extradition
it's
works?
zero. Prove
Please.
to me it is 0. Prove to me. Give me
Okay,
proof.
gladly.
Just
Gladly.
because
Let me
you're
source it
an
right now. I'll link it
just
to you
because
right
you're
now, my dude. Right now, my dude.
apparently no one extradites people into fucking Egypt.
Yep.
You're like, oh yeah, she's not
Yep.
gonna get extradited.
You want a source? You want a source? Here you go.
Yeah,
Here's a
read
source
it out,
right
read it
here.
out.
Here's a source right here that shows you. Actually, if you click on it, is the amount of. It's the list of countries that don't have an extradition treaty with Canada. If you scroll down just to the E section, you'll find that Canada will not extradite any of its citizens to Egypt. You have no idea what you're talking about. You don't even know what extradition means, my dude. You clearly don't even know that we need a treaty to have an extradition occur.
That's an L, Calvin. That's a fucking L, bro. You just I'm supposed to be on your side, bro. That's a serious fucking
Reading
L,
it,
man.
I'm reading it right
You went
now.
fucking retard mode right there, bro. What the fuck, man? Why the fuck?
I'll
am I
pull it up for
siding with
stream
this
right
guy?
now.
Calling him a smartass doesn't really help your points as well, just saying.
Can you give me the gist of it? Because I'm not reading this entire thing.
It's just a list of places that they will not extradite to, and one of them is Egypt. Egypt is not an extradition country. It does not have extradition treaties with Canada.
I don't even know what.
Nobody has
I'm
ever
just gonna
been
say, bro.
extradited from Canada to Egypt. It's never happened.
What does extradite mean? I
It's
don't
when
know
you
what
get it's
guys
when
are
you get
talking
moved
about
over to
anymore.
another country through an agreement to get
Oh.
prosecuted.
Well, I don't understand that point, so I'm not really gonna talk about that. I don't know what any of that really means. What is she like an immigrant then?
No,
What?
it's literally just there for trial. You get taken over for trial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have like absolutely no idea what to tell you, man. Like you have no idea what you're talking about. You just don't.
I'm still standing by it. Fucking Vexx is a pedophile.
You literally couldn't even tell me what pedophile meant.
I'm not
Don't
I'm
even
not
give me
saying
that, dude.
as
Don't
in
even give me,
someone who touches
dude. Don't even
kids,
give me
as
that,
in
dude.
Someone who's sick.
Sick? Yeah, dude, you're a pedophile. You're a pedophile because you couldn't define anything.
Well,
You're
I
sick
think
in the
it-
head, dude. You know. Oh my god,
That went well.
that was fun.
Alright,
Uh,
next person gets moved in.